It's your boy Mike. Welcome back to another Dokkan Battle video. Let's go ahead and look at all the stuff that dropped in the data download, starting with the Pepe Gals units. So Int Chilai has gotten a pretty decent buff, being able to now have a massive amount of support for 3 turns after you evade 6 or more times in battle. When you receive a super attack, you also get an additional 10% dodge chance. When you receive a normal attack, you also get 139% defense temporarily. For every single attack that you evade, you also get 139% defense for the turn. I believe just from the, like 5 to 6 times of dodging, this character has like multiple millions of defense, which is crazy. I think it was like 5 to 6 million. The only issue with this character is the fact that they have no teams. Bond of Friendship, Pepe Gals, and Space Traveling Warriors all suck. Next, we have the other EZA, Fasha, who has 20%, not 20%, sorry, 50% damage reduction, 200% attack and defense. They have a 50% attack and defense raise on super attack with a 50% chance of stunning. They get guard for 5 turns. They have it where for every single attack that you receive, you get 40% attack and defense, 5 hits to get 200%. And the same thing if you have 2 low-class warriors or Pepe Gals allies on the team. On top of that, starting from the 6th turn, when they lose their guard, they launch an additional super attack and have a 70% chance of performing a critical hit. Again, not bad, but where are you really running this unit? I don't even think they have... Well, what would they... What's the... Oh, because of pure Saiyans. Right. I think... What was it? As well... Yeah, Tao is going to be here too. I don't know if I would really particularly run them on either Vegito's, Gogeta's, or Tao's team though, because I don't know. This is like a pretty heavy restriction though. It's kind of how it was before EZA, to be fair. So, not really. At least they lowered it to 2 instead. Then we have the new Ronfon as well. I hope I pronounced that right. We have 200% attack and defense, 40% dodge, as well as an additional 40% dodge and damage reduction per Pepe Gals ally on the team, with an additional 200% attack and defense as long as you have up to 4, right? 200% attack and defense, 1 attacking, 200% baseline, 1 key, and 40% defense, and then more support to Pepe Gals allies as well. After receiving or evading an attack, all allies 20% attack up, except for Pepe Gals allies, which is kind of weird. But the reason why is because that Pepe Gals always get 20% for 2 turns. I feel like Pepe Gals is such a bad category that this could have just been 20% attack. And then if Pepe Gals, it's an additional 20% for 2 turns. I don't think 40% is the craziest thing ever. But that's just me. When facing only one enemy, their attack gets lowered by 30% for 2 turns. They have a 70% chance of stunning the attacked enemy for 2 turns. They have a 70% chance of sealing the stunned or the enemy for 2 turns. When the enemy is debuffed at all, they launch an additional super attack as well. Which, considering that it's 30% attack and defense for 2 turns as well, not a bad super attack effect, but again, where are you really running this character? Yeah, just not really too many places that you'd want to. Lastly, we have Videl, who I think is probably the best out of all of these units, honestly. They get a massively raised defense for 3 turns on super attack effect. They have 200% attack and defense on 2 key, 30% damage reduction. They randomly change key spheres with certain type 2 rainbow. They have it where they get an additional 3 key and 70% attack and defense for allies whose name include Gohan Teen, Ultimate Gohan, Great Saiyaman, but it's not. It says Great Saiyaman other than Ultimate Gohan, rather than Gohan excluded, which is it's kind of funny because it's just like. Why didn't they just specify Great Saiyaman 1, right? Regardless. When attacking, they also get 200% attack and defense. When there is a Pepe Gals ally attacking the same turn, or when there is a Gohan, basically from the Majin Buu saga, in attacking in the same turn, they also get 50% damage reduction before attacking, and 300% attack after attacking. For every single turn that's passed, they lose 10% damage reduction, no more than 30%. For 3 turns from the character's entry turn, they get 200% defense, 50% chance of performing a critical hit. They launch an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack when the character is KO'd from the... When the character is KO'd starting from the 4th turn, they have it where they can revive and get a full HP. They get the sensu bean animation and all that. After the character's revival skill is activated, they get 200% attack and defense. They get that damage reduction that we just lost back. They also get a 30%. They get a guaranteed critical hit, and they also get a additional super attack guaranteed as well. All things considered, when this character is going to have 30% damage reduction here, 80% as long as you are using a Gohan on the same rotation. Then on top of that, right? Well, no, just that. When you have an 80% damage reduction before attacking, it's not. It is pretty good. The only thing I am a little bit skeptical of is the fact that they just get so much attack and defense post super attack that it's going to kind of be like the Tech Pan effect, where they might tank decently before attacking, but after attacking, I don't think the 200% attack and defense is really going to help out, because all you have is 200% here and 200% here baseline, so just 400, and then after your revive, it's just going to go ahead and just delete that anyways, right? So still, I think it is probably going to be the best out of all of these characters, just because once you're floating this character off, and the fact that they're just giving so much support to the int Gohan, and then they'll come back and then just be able to revive, I think they'll be fine. Next, we have the... Oh, I forgot to pull up the tweet. But either way, we have the actual legendary... Or not legendary, sorry. The 7 points are finally going to be able to be traded in. They added the tickets into the data download, which to me means that they're going to add it, right? So if you don't know, for every single multi that you do on the brand new banners, up to 3 times you can get summon points. And then they said that later on they were going to drop the summon point banners, and that there was going to be a Dokkan festival and then a legendary carnival one. So it was going to be like your first 3 multis were always going to give the summon points, and then once you got 300 points, you would be able to trade them in for these tickets, right? For example, I have summoned on mostly every banner, right? And for me, when I checked my summon points, I think it was around 300 as well. I just double checked, and it was in fact 360. That being said, if you skipped a couple summons here, don't worry, it's not like these are going to go away. And if we go ahead and check down here, just as a reminder, the summon events or the points will be able to be traded in for tickets to be used on the following banners. So the October to 2024 to May 2025 period will have all of the Dokkan Fests. So Tech Vegito, Agio Gogeta, Tech Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, Int Hit, Super Saiyan 3 Diamond Vegeta will all be on there, right? The thing that I'm probably hoping for the most, when I summon, right, is just Kid Goku. I think that he's probably going to be one of the better pickup options here, especially because he still hasn't returned yet. So I kind of just want him in my box. I need him back. So once he does like drop in this banner, I that's basically the character I'm hoping for. The carnivals as well is going to be August 2024 to May 2025. A little bit of a bigger period, but to be fair, there's not as many carnival LRs as there is like just Dokkan Fest in general. So they probably, they probably wanted to fit as many units on here. It says legendary summon carnivals, rising dragon carnivals, and divine dragon carnival periods from that point. So basically any teal coin or gold coin banner will be on here, right? I'll probably just hope for the Canon Khalifa if I'm just gonna be honest. But yeah, I think oh no, we have the Supreme Magnificent battle, and then the new stages here. So we have the heart pounding heroine battle with the 2 new brand new stages of Kiawe and Brienne, where we have it where it's like 90% damage reduction when a character whose name includes Master Roshi is present, and disables enemies attacks, or sorry, that we can't dodge, and then attacks are guaranteed to hit, right? And then they also get an additional, well, I think that it probably just means like, I don't know why this was written twice, but if you have a Master Roshi present, they lose 90% damage reduction, and then they also lose 99% attack and defense when a character whose name is Roshi is present. So, like, there's the S tier Master Roshi, of course, who would probably be the best one to take, but I'm pretty sure there are free-to-play options for Roshi, right? Oh, I guess it's the physical LR from Universal Survival Saga. That's the only one I could think of. Then we have Brienne, who we can't really tell does anything yet, but we'll see. They usually like to do gimmicks for this. And considering that she has 90% damage reduction, I wouldn't be surprised if she just can't take any damage at all. And then she transforms, and then that's when she could start taking damage. We'll have to see, though. Lastly, we have the next part of the Supreme Magnificent Battle, the Next Generation Saiyans edition. Oh, they didn't add it here yet. I'll pull it up because I can look at it real quick. All right, I had to swap over to the JP side, even though Global just had the day to download. For some reason, it doesn't show. So we'll have to see for this one. I don't think there's going to be a gimmick for this one, but we have it where the super attack is unsealable. They can't be stunned. They can't have their defense down, but they can be attack lowered. I'm assuming that's probably what you're just going to want to do. Maybe they'll do like a 20 Gorgillion attack stat, and then the thing that they want you to do is to just bring like a lot of attack lowering characters, or just the Omega Shenron team, honestly. Then we have this one, which you might have seen a little bit already from Twitter posts, but this is going to be pretty insane. You have to fight both of these guys at the same time. And if we go ahead and look, we have it where Gohan gets more defense when the Goten and Trunks are alive. They guaranteed critical hit when they do a super attack. They nullify evasion, and then from the fourth attack, or for the fourth turn onwards, they get an additional 200% attack, up to 600% attack. So basically what you want to do is just get the Goten and Trunks down as fast as possible, and then focus on Gohan himself. Especially when we go ahead and check over here. From the second turn onwards, attack increases by 100% up to 300%. And the same thing for defense for the Goten and Trunks. Now, it's a little bit scary that this guy doesn't have any status effects on his special moves as well, or his super attack, because that just means I feel like that it's going to hit super hard. But Goten and Trunks do have a 30% attack and defense, or sorry, 30% attack on their super attack. Considering that this guy nullifies evasion, though, we'll have to see how hard he hits right out the get-go. Don't forget that units like Super Saiyan Blue Goku will probably be fine, just because of the fact that he has so much damage reduction. And then on top of that, once you do get to the later portion, which is the fourth turn and onwards, you can go ahead and use the Vegito active skill and then just be able to dodge, right? That's the whole reason why I gave the praises all to him, was because of the fact that he was able to most likely live the beginner portions of fights, and then just have it where later on, you know, he can just go ahead and pop the Vegito active skill. But we'll see. That being said, we'll go ahead and stop there. I think that's everything inside of the day to download. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.